Hello, and how's everybody doing today? This is Drew with American Wheelchair Society. I want to talk to you about rideshare versus vehicles for hire. What's the difference? The true difference. In my opinion, the true difference is a rideshare is where you and a couple co-workers all get together and share your rides with each other. So one week you may be the driver and picking up your coworkers and taking them to work with you, or a similar situation going to the gym or to the store. And they generally don't really pay that much, if anything, to do it, because the next week you'll be one of the persons riding in the co-worker's car to work. That is my true definition of rideshare. Uber and Lyft, that's what they claim they are doing. It's ride sharing. But yet, that's not what they're doing. They are true vehicle for hire companies. A vehicle for hire is any vehicle, whether you use a cell phone or a landline, to call or use your app to get picked up and taken from point A to point B. So that means that you're paying somebody or a company to take you from point A to point B. That's the wording that everybody got sucked into, is whether they're a vehicle for hire, which Uber and Lyft claim they're not, but they truly operate as vehicles for hire because they are collecting money from passengers and distributing it between to the driver and to themselves as a company. So their business model are truly vehicles for hire. Now, I live here in Atlanta. I used to be a vehicle for hire in the taxi industry. And the limousine companies here in Atlanta. And that's why I know the difference between vehicles for hire and ride shares. Now, I have become disabled in 2010, and now it's 2024, so I've been disabled for 14 years. And I have been a wheelchair advocate since I became disabled. But yet, none of the rideshare companies will pick me up because they don't want to deal with my wheelchair, putting it in the trunk, like the cab companies used to do. That's discrimination, plain and simple. They'll pick me up but leave my wheelchair. That wheelchair is my damn my leg. And yes, I cannot wear prosthetic legs, so I need a wheelchair. Just as if somebody else was paralyzed and had both of their legs and needed a wheelchair, or another disability that requires wheelchairs. But I've heard of so many of these blind people walking around with their seeing eye dogs and being discriminated against because they're a rideshare company. They don't have to obey the disability rights and laws. That needs to change. All that needs to change. Thank you for your time and your patience.